Well, um, I'm going to revisit a particular functionality of editor called Vim, some specific plugin I have been using. I'm sure I have mentioned this before in my backlog video related to that, but I thought to give it a visit second time for you because I have been using it as a daily thing. But I felt that I should have done little more exhaustive what I did previously about that particular plugin, okay, which I've been using with Vim. So without for it is called language tool. The name suggests it is related to the language related stuff, right? So basically it will spit out the grammar, spelling, everything, mistakes to point out where you are supposed to correct and absolutely pinpoint it. Okay, it's become a very invaluable tool to the people who write their stuff inside Vim, okay, like I do. So time to time the mistake creeps in, at least for me. I don't know about you. You probably doing everything right at first, but I am prone to error, so I take advantage of the stuff people have built for the people like me who doesn't have a sharp bent of mind. So with that kind of heads up go out of the way, let me get into a terminal. And somebody complained that my fonts are too slow, and I repeated it again and again. You need to see this video on a better device. If you're seeing it on a mobile device, make sure you zoom it. Otherwise, I try to zoom all the time, but sometimes I fail to do so, and I cannot do it again on a recorded video. So you have to take it in account. If you're really interested to see something, you need to get into a bigger device like your desktop laptop to see stuff instead of your handphone. So this is a kind of reply someone complained that the fonts are too small to see. So please see it on laptop, desktop if you get a chance. On mobile you could see it, but it might be a little small, so you need to zoom it. Okay, so I was talking about the language tool, which will help you to fix the spelling grammar error in creeps in the file. Okay, so it will suggest you to correct. It's a kind of invaluable tool. People who live inside Vim and do a lot of writing and a lot of stuff inside Vim. Okay, so Vim has an inbuilt spell checker. I have a detailed video coverage on that in the backlog. You can go back and check it out. Plus, this plugin will help you to find out other stuff too. Okay, so let me open a file. I'm just randomly open a file. It is a simple source code file. Okay, so I have installed. I'll show you how you can install it, where you get the plugin. Okay, and probably I'll give you the link of the plugin in the description section below, so you can get it and try it yourself. I'm just giving a little bit of touch overview and reiteration of my previous effort. Okay, so I have bounded the key to call up the language tool check. Okay, that's a function it mentioned in the plugin that has to be called on a particular file. So in my system I called it like leader lt. As I said it again many times before, I try to give my keystroke as meaningful and memorable, essentially related to the activity which I'm supposed to do. In this case, I'm trying to be as close as possible, like leader, which is the prepended key, and LT, mana language tool. Okay, so without further, let me invoke it. Leader LT. I have invoked that. It will take some time because behind the scene it will scan through all the file and try to figuring it out what has to be corrected. Okay, so it takes a little bit of time. If you are sitting on a faster machine, it will come up first. I'm not sitting on a faster machine, so that's why it's taking time. I'm tired of saying this again and again, just to remind people that my machine is not fast enough. Anyway, so as you can see, it come up with a 2 quick fix kind of window. One where it shows in what line the error is. Look, my cursor is hovering. Okay, and I'll tell you what that capitalized word means and how you could do that. And it explicitly said what are the mistakes, spelling mistake has been found. Okay, and it will give you other mistakes too, as you can see, and it will give you a parenthesis or so. These things can be defined in a variable. I'll show you how you could do that. Okay, but while invoking the language tool initially on Vim with the keystroke, you'll get these 2 quick fix window. The first one is it signifies what is the error, and look at the bottom. If I go there, you see it has found 26 error, and it will show you the error. It will show you a message. It will show you the context on the basis of what, and it will provide you a suggestion for correction. Whether you take it or not, it's a judgment call. One vital piece come to my mind. I've seen it's a very known fact. There is a very known tool called Grammarly and other tools, but all those tools people use blatantly and blindly without understanding that those tools are made up for people who at least have to have some sort of understanding what they are doing, what it's supposed to be. These kind of tools are not made for people who doesn't have any clue. Period. Am I clear? These kind of tools are made for people who know what they are doing and have to have a little bit of understanding what it's supposed to be. It can guide you through or provide you the suggestion, as you can see. It is certainly not a tool for someone who has no frigging clue what they are doing. So if you are that kind of person, this tool is not for you. But if you have an understanding what you are going to accomplish, what you have, and you understand what is supposed to be, this tool will be an aid to your understanding, to your efficiency, to your productivity. Or if I generalize it, computer from the very inception is a system which will assist or enhance your understanding to represent something you wanted to accomplish. Clear? So computer cannot teach you what you are supposed to do. It will enhance your understanding in a better, efficient way. I hope I made it very clear. So come back to this. So it suggests you what are the context where it's supposed to be. I'm not sure, I'm not telling it will always, as I said again, you have to have an understanding what you are doing. Bluntly following the suggestion doesn't make this tool is super useful to you. But if you have an understanding how you could do these things, you will be better off, you will be effective, and it will help you immensely. It does to me. I'm not claiming that I have a better understanding than you, but when I do something, I am absolutely sure in my mind that what I want. So I invoke this damn thing to give me assistance. If I do not find the assistant to my liking or my understanding and to my what I want to see, I just simply outright reject it. Okay, so but it is a damn good tool to give you a suggestion, show you a path where you should take, provided you have an understanding. I'm repeating the same thing again and again just to make sure that it should get etched into your head before you committing to it or using it. There are several this kind of stuff there in other editor and on the web, so they follow the same pattern. Please pause a little bit and give it a thought whether those tools are really assisting you. It's a counter intuitive stuff. If you do not understand it, it will backfire you. As simple as that. And it happened to many people. Because when people start doing something blindly, chances are high that it will come back and bite on your ass. As simple as that. Okay. So it's a bloody good tool to get suggestion if you're writing a lot of stuff inside Vim. Okay, so now where do you get it? So let me tell you where you should get it. Vim language. So instead of showing my own configuration, your configuration might be quite different than mine. So I'm trying to take you, this is the one, DeepL Vim language tool, okay, directly to the plugin side where the configuration is mentioned is a more generic way. Why I'm not showing my configuration? Because that configuration is specifically tailored to me. It might not make a sense to you. I'm showing it how you could use it for your betterment, for your enhancement. Okay, but the configuration you need to make, it's absolutely of your own. Okay, now this is the place. I'll give the link of this plugin in the description section below so you can explore it out. I'm doing so it. You can see on the left hand side and the right hand side screenshot almost similar, right? And this is what I called up with my keystroke language tool check by, in my case, leader LT, as I mentioned. So it brings up two quick fix window, one with the error spitting out on the specific line and the correction suggestion window below that, which is basically nothing but a L open and localization window open or something like that. Okay, so now here, if I go to this particular page, you can, if I scroll down, or you can directly see on here Vim help text while building it, because you probably built the help tag, right? So see, like this, when you install, you build the help tag, right? This, right? So you can easily get the help inside Vim instead of coming out on the internet and search it out. Now if I script down, say here, uh, here is the configuration which show you different variables, right? The variables you need to assign, need to set before using this. Like this one, my variable is set there, right? And if I come here and go to the top, you see, like it mentioned, this is a Java, written in Java, right? So the jar file has to be pointed out. My location is here, your location could be different, and it supports different language. You can see mine is, as you can see on the left hand side, I'm highlighting, mine is English US, right? Your could be different, okay? But this supposed to be, this language tool command supposed to be pointed out like this with the jar file, okay, where you extract the language, where you extract the plugin. I am wildly hoping you are following me, because I'm trying to match what I'm showing on the screen to what I'm saying to you, so you should not get confused. So you can disable a lot of stuff, like white space rule and encode and all this stuff. Whatever, there are two examples, it could be different, a lot of other example you could add, okay? Now you can enable to whatever the rules you wanted to enable, okay? Like if you wanted to check out the passive voice, you could do so, okay? So there are few variables which is clearly explained in the page, and it's very easy to grasp, believe me. If you spend little time reading it properly, it's extremely easy to grasp, very clearly written, okay? So, and I just blindly follow what the author said, because the person written it, who know, he knows or she knows it better than us, right? If the explanation is clear and if you read it properly, so these are the fancy stuff for this two line, you can say. So you can change the color. I haven't tried to, it take the color scheme that is solarized, which is I'm using in Vim and terminal, so it taking that kind of stuff. If you don't want your terminal color or Vim color affected, you can assign it with this two statement of your own with a different color and screen, okay? So this is very intuitive. I'm saying again, provided you know what you are doing, okay? If you don't know what you are doing, this tool will not help you, or similar kind of tool in somewhere else, in some other area, supposed to be work in the same fashion. You have to have the understanding what you are trying to accomplish and what you are doing. It will assist you, it will allow you to get a better lookout, better suggestion, okay? And part of it, you need to set a few variables, as it is clearly mentioned in the plugins page, to yourself to eliminate out the false positive, okay? So this is a damn good tool to have in your arsenal as a Vim plugin. If you are spending a lot of time inside Vim and doing a lot of stuff, especially writing, I'm giving you on the left hand side example of a source code file. That file could be replaced with you if you're writing a novel, if you're writing a poetry, if you're writing something more technical documents in a plain text. This tool will be invaluable to you to save a lot of your headache and weight once you have done, okay? So this is a tool targeted to a specific user. I'm not saying this tool is for every. I'm not trying to sound negative. I'm just making it very clear before you jump the gun, before you jump into it, to spend some time. I'm just trying to save your time, or try to make sure that you spend your invaluable time in the right direction. Okay, I have spent some time, I found it useful, I'm using it. That's why I'm making this video, just to make you aware if you are not already aware of it, or you probably using in a different way than you are supposed to use. I'm just wildly assuming. But what I understood, that this plugin will be a help, great help, provided you use it in a better way. And the initial step, which most of the people who are not inclined to do some sort of technical tweaking, but unfortunately you have to take a little baby step to make it convenient in your favorite editor, to make it more meaningful, eventful, and useful. So this video is an attempt to give you some sort of guideline to make things clear to you. Okay, so I hope I'm not going to clobber your head with too much of information. I clearly stated, and if you listen carefully without skimming, you will get benefited. I hope this video will give you some sort of heads up. Okay, I hope it will be useful to some people. Thanks for watching.